Hi guys, Geek Guy right here, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who's watched my last video I put up on here of some of the Christmas presents that I got from the family. Christmas just gone. This is a continuing part of that sort of, so it's like part 2. Some of the things that I got for Christmas from the family and a friend of mine, a close friend. We've known each other for years, we're like brothers. And something that I brought myself from eBay. And I'm going to show that last. So what I'm going to do, this is not going to be a big video, not as big as the other one was. But I'm going to show you what I managed to... Okay, as you just have probably heard that sound effect in the background, which is one of the things that I wanted to show you. Now, not too sure why I did that, no idea, but I'm going to show you anyway what they are. One of these items I've had before in the past. I brought myself a while ago, and then I sold them through problems I was going through and regretted it, badly regretted it. And then I had some more given to me by another close friend of mine. This is all to do with Power Rangers, or to do the collection. And again, I had to get rid of them, I had to sell them because I was going through a lot of problems. I'm hoping to try and get some of these back, but I'm not going to try and get the one, I'm not trying to get multiple copies of one. I want to try and get one of each from each season of Power Rangers. I'm on about the Morphers. Now, I've already got the Legacy Morpher for Mighty Morphin, for the 5 core, I've only got one of them, and I've got the Green Ranger's Morpher that I managed to get off eBay. I didn't think I was ever going to get. Unfortunately, it's not its original box, but it's all packaged up, it's all boxed up and nice and padded. But I didn't think I'd ever find that. I've also got the Legacy Dragon's Order and stuff like that, but I'm more on about the Morphers. And I did own, through to a friend of mine that gave me his stuff a while ago, I had for the first time the Green Ranger Samurai. I had some other Morphers in there, I can't remember what it was, but it was the first time I owned them Morphers, and unfortunately I had to give them away, I had to sell them due to problems in the past. And now I'm going to try and look for them again, if I can. So I'm going to search everywhere. I'm going to search on eBay, I'm going to search every other company out there to try and find them, to get them back if I can. So the first one I want to show you that I had before, and I had this a while ago, and it's the Power Rangers Omega Morpher. Now I know this is in SPD, and it's the Super Sentai's Rangers Morpher. Now, because of the American version, we don't know how he was meant to morph with this. He was this little orb of light floating around, and then he said SPD emergency and became full solid person. So I don't know exactly how the morph works with this. I'm going to have to go online, go on YouTube and watch how the Omega Morpher Omega Ranger morphed. Get it right. None of this is going to be edited, by the way, so if I make a mistake, I'm going to make a mistake. Now, we have a logo missing here, which is the SPD logo. Obviously, this will come up on here, and then obviously this pops open as well for being judged and stuff like that. So let's turn it on. I've just put the batteries in it. Let's see if it works. Didn't make any noise. So let's see if this works. It didn't make any noise turning on. I can't remember if it does or not. But let's see if it revs up, shall we? Let's go. So that works. That works. There's, I'm guessing, the morph. I'm guessing that's the morph. I seriously can't remember. I've never actually watched the Japanese version of Power Rangers SPD. So, which obviously I know is called Daka Ranger. But I've never watched it, so I don't know how he morphs with this. So I'm going to have to try and find it on YouTube and watch and learn how he morphs with this, because I want to try and do the morph for it. Now, it's only the thing he does. Obviously, then in the American version, he uses this as like a hyper mode where he either moves his hand really fast and catches all the bullets, and then he does it again for electro mode, and lets you come down and bang onto the ground and fires an electric line. So that's that. So that works. So this is what I got from a friend of mine. He's a YouTuber on his Demons Must Die. His YouTube channel, Demons Must Die. So if you're watching this, which I know you will do, thanks mate. Appreciate it. I really do. So that's one of the ones that definitely works. So let's turn that off. Now, these are the three I've never owned. Never owned these other three morphers. And I'm going to show you again for one of the other ones. I'm on about the normal SPD morpher. Now, as I said, I've never ever owned this. Never. And I've been looking on eBay, and there's one going on eBay. I think it's the anniversary version, which I'm thinking of getting. And I know Doggy Kruger's morpher's on there as well, the Master Morpher, or the Master License, whatever it's called. I think it's Master License Morpher, isn't the Master License? And yeah, it's I've never owned this, never. So let's see. Again, I've only just put the batteries in to see if it turns on. No sound, obviously. Okay, fine, fair enough. Let's see if it makes any sound. So there's the morphing sound. If you're able to hear it, I'll bring it a bit closer to the mic for you. I don't know why I did that, so let's do this, do it again. It's very quiet, isn't it? Very, very quiet. And then obviously you've got judgment mode, so you slide this down here. And then you've got judgment mode for when they are going to see if the bad guys are guilty or not. So it's down here. And that does that. It doesn't do anything. But then that does that with that. I should do that automatic. And obviously these don't flash, but I think on the anniversary one that I want to get, I think these actually do flash. I'm not too sure. So let's see if we can get it in one shot. Now that did the morphing sound for some reason. I don't know why. So, but yeah, I mean, this has got to be done. It has to be done. Has to be done. Okay, so get ready. Yeah. SPD emergency. Got to do it, ain't you? You've got to do it. You've got to do it. So again, these morphers that I'm showing you is all from my mate on here. Demons Must Die. He gave them to me for Christmas. Didn't know I was getting them. He just gives me, if he finds stuff to do with Power Rangers, he goes to Comic Cons like I do. He goes to toy fairs and stuff like that. I need to go to them. I need to start going to toy fairs. I really do. Now, these two other morphers, I did not own at all. Never owned them. Never had them in my collection. Now I do. The first one I'm going to show you, Samurai. Power Rangers Samurai. Again, just put the batteries in. Don't know if it works. There's no on-off switch. So I have no idea. So yeah, there's definitely no on-off switch for this at all. So obviously they just flip it open. I'm meant to flip it open. I'm not too sure. It's meant to come open like that. Okay, so lift it up. And where are we? Do these move? No, there's the buttons on here. New Rangers message says on there, look. It says morphing time. So none of these buttons move down here. None of these click in. Nothing apart from that one there. Okay, there's okay, listen to this. So it says little phases.
Nice job. Come on, Rangers. Come on, Rangers.
Very quiet, isn't it?
Time to go. Come on, Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers.
It should be Go Go Samurai, surely.
Come on, Rangers.
And it looks like it sounds just recycles through. Now, I would have thought they would have some sort of a button on here enabling you to be able to press the button for the morphing sound. Because obviously they go Go Samurai, and they go one man dum 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 and one whoosh. But I would have thought you would have, I would have thought they would have had a sound on there for you to actually do the morph. So as you say, you go morphing on, they go 1, 2, 3, 4 for the symbols, and then go slash, and then you get the sound. But it doesn't. And there's no on-off button for it at all. Now, because I know there's no on and off button for it, I'm going to take the batteries out of this and put them somewhere, put them in the bag that I've got here, because he gave me a bag as well with the batteries in it. He gave me a little yellow bag. I thought it was a dice, because it's a dice bag. But yeah, so I'm going to have to, I'll take the batteries out of this because there's no on-off switch for it. I'll probably do it with the rest of them as well. Take the batteries out, saves it corroding, doesn't it? But anyway, this is another one that I've never owned. Never owned this. Again, as I said before. And the one I'm on about is this. It's the lost track of where I am now. Operation Overdrive Morpher. And yeah, it's I've never owned it. So let's turn it on, see if any sound effects. Yes, there was a sound effect. Turn it back off again. Don't know if you heard it, but I'll turn it off. Then I'll bring it closer to the what's it, and be careful, this thing here. So here you go. Yeah, see that flash? So that's turned on. That will then flip up to here, and you've got. Okay, so these buttons do move. So these buttons do press in. So you got the sound. I'll try and be as quiet as I can while I'm pressing the button, so you get.
Vehicles ready.
That's the Samurai Morpher doing that. I think it's just turned itself off. So then obviously you've got the Megazord down here as well. The Megazord button here. It's just, sorry guys, it's just here. So if I press that,
Megazord action.
obviously spin it. So obviously if it's in the docking station, which it normally is, they press that, and then they spin that, and that flashes. So then we got, and you got decoder, which is this button here. So the decoding stuff, so it's this button here. If you haven't seen it before, it's this one here, the decoder. Then obviously that flashes up, so then you've got the light here, which is pretty cool. And then there's another one here. Does this do anything? No, that don't do nothing, but I'm on about this one here. So I've got another button here, and what does this sound? So I'm not too sure what that is, but then we've got another button here. That one. And then see if it's... So I'm guessing that is the something else as well. So let's see. So with that, so obviously that's down there. And then you've got the morph, haven't you? You've got the morph. So you got this then. So let's see what the morph is. So I'm guessing you press this button, which is here. So it's going to flash up on the screen then. So let's see what this is. So we've got, spin this too. So what is it? That doesn't do nothing. That don't do nothing. Let's just come up here and then you spin that. Where is it? That. And then... Okay. Well, that hit my watch on my arm then. So they actually, that comes up then. So that has that. Although I'm a Power Rangers fan, I just couldn't remember that bit. So they come here and then they, so it's there. They press this button, which is that, and they got Operation Overdrive. They're obviously holding up and blah blah blah. So yeah, and then obviously they get the light. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I've never owned any of these, and these aren't boxed. He found these, as I said, in a toy fair or a Comic-Con or whatever, and he never, these weren't boxed up. He put them in a Christmas bag taped up, and then they were in this rolled up in bubble wrap for me, and obviously he's taped it round for me and that so they don't come out. So they'll be going back in here after I've finished. Just bear me a second, guys, I do apologise. Right, sorry about that. This next thing is a Power Rangers item, and I wasn't thinking about getting one of these, but I might have done a little bit later on, I don't know. But this is something that my partner brought me, and she brought me another thing actually. She brought me a pin badge for Christmas. And it's the pin badge version of Tommy's Dragon Dagger, and I've got it on my coat, on the little collar here on my coat, and it's tiny little thing about this big, tiny little thing. It's got a lot of detail on it, and I had it before Christmas. She couldn't wait to give it me. She gave it me in November, so for December, but this she kept wrapped up in that lot, and it's pretty awesome, pretty cool. I like this thing. You know, step back a bit. Any idea? It's basically it's a neck warmer, and you roll it up or fold it up, whatever. I normally do it this way, and Goes around your neck, just like that. So it's a neck warmer. Now I have been wearing this because it's pretty cold at the moment. And wear it like that. I have been trying to get that coin or the coin shown at some point, but it's not going to work all the time. But yeah, it goes around like that. So yeah, that's for my partner. I had a giggle when I opened it. But yeah, so we like to buy each other silly presents and serious ones. And this is the silly one that she brought me. So yeah, that's Green Ranger's neck warmer. Right, the big one. This is the big one. I've been keeping you waiting. Now, as I said to you, I've been collecting Power Rangers stuff since it came out. But I had to sell all the old stuff. All the old toys. All the 1994, 95, 96, 7, 8 toys. I've had to sell them due to personal reasons. Regretted it, doing it, but I had to do it. So then I decided to go on a hunt and track them down again over the past few years. And I said to myself that I want to try and now get the legacy versions of the stuff that I owned in the past. As I mentioned to you, I already have the legacy morpher from the 5 core Rangers. I have the legacy communicator from the 5 core Rangers. I have Tommy's morpher, both coins, Dragonzord and Tigerzord. I have the legacy version of the Dragon Dagger. I need to get the legacy version of Saba to complete the set for the Green and White Ranger. I have the legacy version of the Dragonzord, so I'm looking for the legacy version of the Megazord. I have the legacy version of the White Tigerzord and the Ninjetti Zord as well. The Ninjetti Zord, I've got that. And I've got the legacy version of, I believe it's the legacy version, I'm sure it's the legacy version of the Wild Force Megazord. And I also own the legacy version of the Gold Zeo Rangers Power Staff. So obviously I'm looking for the legacy line. Oh, sorry, and I also own the legacy version of the Green Ranger helmet, the first ever one to come out as a wearable helmet. The one that was like 2 times too big even for a big head. So, or someone with a biggish head. It's massive, it's really big. So I've got that. We were all waiting for when Bandai owned the company, or the rights to make the helmets and toys and everything. We were waiting for the next 5 or the next 6 helmets to come out. Never happened. But obviously then Hasbro took over, bought the rights for the toys, restarted the whole franchise again. I have the Lightning Collection figures, not all completed, looking for every single one to complete the set. And then they brought out the helmets and the weapons. Yes, thank God, they did it. So I've got the White Ranger, the Pink Ranger, the Red Rangers, I think that's it. Don't think I've got the Blue Ranger helmet, I can't remember. Lightning Collection. I've also got the Red Ranger's Power Sword, the Yellow Ranger's Dragon Daggers. Dragon Daggers? Yellow Ranger's Daggers. And I've also got the Blue Ranger's Power Bow. Power Staff. Power Staff. You can tell it's a week, beginning of the week, can't you? I'm not awake. So I'm looking for them as well. And we're hoping and praying that Hasbro would bring out the Power Axe and the Pink Ranger's Power Boat to complete the set. They never did. Never did. What? You can't leave the half set. You need all of it to put them together to form the Power Blaster. They never did it. They never did it. And then they got rid of the rights and sold them to the other company that's brought them. But, as I said, I'm looking for the Legacy line. And I was looking online, on eBay and everywhere else, and I came across something, an item I have not got in my collection, which would complete the 5-core Ranger set. I can't believe I've got it. Can't believe I've got it. And for the price I bought it for, pretty decent. I am not complaining whatsoever. Considering it came out and it was over maybe £500 when it first came out, when Bandai owned the rights. And yeah, I can't believe I got it. Finally got it. I managed to get this. The Power Rangers Legacy Blaster. I can't believe I've got it. I finally got the blaster to complete the 5-core set. It's just like, wow, got it. As I said, I'm now looking for Saba to complete the White Ranger set, because I've completed the Green Ranger set. Because as I said, I've got the Green Ranger's Morpher and the White Ranger's Morpher, which is 2 in 1. You got 2 coins in 1. I've got the Dragon Dagger. I've got the Green Ranger and the White Ranger communicator, which obviously is one communicator with both plastic clips you put in it. So I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Now the person I brought this off has got Saba, but it is missing a part. It's missing a plate on the side of Saba's cheek. Yes, it can be a bit annoying. Yes, I'd like it complete. So I'm going to have a look around. I was honest with him. I'm going to have a look around. But if not, and he said to me to get a hold of him, and we'll work out a deal or price for Saba. See what happens in the past. In the past, in the future. I'm going back to the past to get it. No, I'm not. I'm going to the future. Anyway, let's get this thing out. I've already played with this. Already played with it. Got the batteries for it. I had to wait for the batteries to turn up in the post, because it takes different batteries. This thing takes watch batteries. And I'm on about watch batteries. I'm on about these things. So, yeah. And including the this morpher as well, the Samurai morpher, that takes them batteries as well, exactly the same ones. Sorry guys, I don't know where that come from. Right, let's get this out of here. As I said, I've already had a play with this. You have to have a play, don't you? You've got to. Right, now, as I said, I can't believe I've got this. And as everybody knows, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I am an in-box displayer. So when these things come out, I'm giving my review, my personal review on these for you guys. They go back in the box, on the shelf, and they stay in the box. That way then it saves on dusting and cleaning and the colours fading in sunlight, or with dirt getting on them, getting in it, it'll ruin them. So they stay in the box. Let's have a look at the box. Bit lighter now. So we've got obviously Legacy Power Blaster just there. Got Red Ranger here. And it says Battle Sounds. Morphs into 3 modes, which we know, but it morphs, it changes. We change, it doesn't morph itself, which is really weird. And obviously then we've got, down on the side there, it says here, 15 plus, which means I can play with it. And then you've got, on here, you've got the Power Blaster, you've got Power Blaster Legacy, and you've got the 5-core Rangers here. And on the back, it shows you the modes it goes into. So let's have a play, shall we? Again, just give me a second, guys. Now, as I said, I had to wait for the batteries to turn up in the post. I had to order them to change them because the batteries that were in here were dying. So I had to change the batteries. And I couldn't find where the battery compartment was. Because I knew that on the toy version, because I had the toy version of this is one of the ones I had to sell for the toy version. The batteries went in here. And there's no clip here apart from the on switch. So okay, so where does it go? I had to email the guy that I brought this from, and he told me it's here. Here's the battery compartment, because there's a little button, a little switch there like that, and you just put something in there. You just push that down, this pops off, and the batteries are on this side, and they're them batteries, the round ones, and they just go pop when it opens up. So I had to wait for them to turn up. They turned up one day last week. I've been pretty busy, so I couldn't do any more videos until now. So let's have a look. Here we go. So, this is, if everybody got this, they already know, but just in case you don't know, this is got metal on it, it's got chrome on it as well. And these are metal, obviously this is plastic, these on here are plastic, all around here is plastic. We've got this here, this part here, the barrel, it's not the barrel, is it? This here is part of the front of the gun is metal. Also as well, the blade is metal. Now obviously we're going to turn it on, so it's turning it on. You're going to get a sound, I think. So there we know, it's active. And the sounds, they're not overly exciting, but you get the blaster sound, so. Now, what I find really weird is that I did this and it doesn't do nothing, right? But if I press the button, it's really weird. It's just press the button. No idea why it does that. No idea why it does that. I mean, you're meant to just press it and hold it and, you know, shooting it. But then, unless there's the explosion sound of it hitting them, there could be the explosion sound. It could be. Now, having the toy version, it was easy to change it from gun mode to holster mode, from holster mode to blade mode. And I thought it'd be the same. And normally on it, with the toy one, you just pull this up, but this doesn't want to move. It doesn't want to move because you've got a release button right here. Now, not knowing that, I thought, okay, let's try that again. So obviously, to turn it, press that in, pull that back, press the button, and it goes into holster mode. So there's the holster mode, goes into the side in the holster. But then underneath here, you have the release button for the blade, which I think is pretty good. I do like that. It saves the command, because I was pulling it. I was trying to pull it out you would do with the toy version, and then realised that there was a button here, and I pressed it and the blade came out. So yeah, so there's me having to play, trying to get this blade out of it. And I said this is metal, and trying to get this blade out of it. I'm pulling it, and then I realised there was a button here, and yeah, you pop that round, you just pull that and push it, and it does that. Now, obviously now, it's going to do different sound effects, so. So there's the sweep sound, the white swash sound, and then. So you're getting in again. I wouldn't recommend it though, because that does move. So, that's with that. So bring that back in. Again, you have to press that side button to turn it around and back into that mode. Now, obviously that's how they do it. It's a lot trickier with this one than it is to do with the toy version, because you press that button, you press the fire button, and you got. So literally, what they do is they go 1, 2, 3, and then up with that. and then obviously pull that down. But you press the button in again, whereas the button is on this side, and then press that button there, so obviously again they go 1, 2, and then back into gun mode. It's brilliant. I love this thing. I really do. I'm so happy I got it. I really am. I've completed the 5-course set for the Legacy. Yes, got it. I just need to find Saber. I found Saber. He showed me he's got Saber, and I want to buy Saber. So yeah. So we got that sort of sorted. So I think there's actually something here that's missing off here. There's a cover missing off here, I think. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's turn that off. So the details on it, brilliant. It literally goes to the exact for the TV program. It really does. So that is it, guys. That is it. Video over. My personal reviews on what I had for Christmas and what I brought myself. Now, as I said, I'm on the hunt for Saber. Complete the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers set. Although we know that the White Ranger wasn't in the Mighty Morphin series whatsoever. It was in a completely different season. Which I think they should have left. And just had the Rangers change suits. Completely. That's what I think personally anyway. So guys, if this is your first time watching, thank you so much for watching. And if you like the content and what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also as well, hit the bell icon, turn the notification on your phone or your PC or tablet, wherever you're watching this. And you'll get notified of when I put up my next video or live stream. And I'll explain with that with live stream in a few minutes. Also as well, don't forget to share the videos, and it'll help this channel grow. I can't believe I've got over 180, nearly 190 subscribers on this channel. I just want to say thank you so much. I really do. You guys have been with me through many years, all the way through last year. Let's keep going. This is the second video, I believe, for 2026. I've got more to come. I've got more to come. With the live streams, I'm waiting on my next package for my live stream. And if you haven't seen it yet, what I'm doing is I'm building the Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1 Megazord from the company called Fan Home. Now, this is the last package I've got coming through, the last parcel coming through, the last pieces, the last set coming through for me to complete the whole thing. If you want to see what I've been doing, go over to the live stream section. I've numbered them. They are numbered. They're numbered from live stream number 1 all the way up, and I think I'm on 26, 27, I think it is. Can't remember. But there are two little videos on this section that I did. I think they're on here. And they're introductory videos. And they're just introductory to the Power Rangers Megazord build. So you might want to find them two first and then watch the live stream videos. But I will be doing another live stream as soon as I get this parcel through. Now we know, being Christmas, things expand, we wait a bit longer. Hasn't been sent out yet from the company, it's still in the warehouse. I'm still waiting to hear from them to tell me when it's going to be on its way, when I'm going to expect it. It should have been here before Christmas, but there was a bit of a mix-up, and the company that's meant to have delivered it decided to send it back to the company before Christmas. We don't know why. It should have been delivered to me, and I would have had that completed this year. I would have done the first live stream this year to complete the Megazord build. So if you want to watch that, you want to see it, go onto the live streams or look up the other videos that's on here. It says Megazord build from company Fan Home. It should be on there. Check that out. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much. I really do. I know it's probably a bit late, but Happy New Year to all of you. And I'll see you all in the next live stream or video, guys, I've got planned coming in up this year. Bye for now. See you later, guys.